catlovedreamingpeach.com.
Today is one of the windiest days ever. I just can't believe it. TikTok removed a comment I made. These TikTok community guidelines violations are outrageous. So, got my gloves on. It's very windy, so I probably can't really do a video out here because I feel like the wind is gonna be too loud. But I did just want to come out for a moment just to show it's a nice-ish day. I dropped my car off at the mechanic, and then I wasn't sure if I was going to walk home or take the bus home. And luckily the mechanic is like half a block away from the bus stop. Well, actually when I take the bus there, the bus drops me off right across the street from the mechanic. But then somebody just came. Going home, you have to walk like half a block across the street and go half a block to actually get to where it comes on the other side. Well, anyway, so I dropped the car off, and I was like, well, I should walk because I haven't taken a walk in so long. I'm gonna go inside. And it's so fucking, it's not really that cold. It's just so damn windy. It's so unbelievably windy that it's, the wind chill factor, making it really, really cold.
Nowhere close to hurricane winds. That very windy for around here.
You can see how the tree is blowing. So I thought, let me just check the bus schedule. It's about a 35-minute walk from there. So, my thing is if the bus is coming, more than 20 minutes, I'll walk. But today it was so windy. And even though my coat is big and huge, it's not that warm. It's big and fluffy, but it's not dense. So anyway, the bus was literally like 6 or 7 minutes later, and that 6 or 7 minutes was like excruciating. I was like, it's so cold. I am so glad the bus is coming. So then on my way back, I have to go pick the car back up later in the afternoon. And I can plan it around because the bus stop is literally on the corner. So when I was shopping around for potential mechanics, I was asking what their hourly rate was, and also it mattered to me about like where they were located because, when you drop your car off, then you got to get home somehow. And then you got to get back there somehow. So there was one, the first one that I picked, it was far, like I could take a bus. It was definitely not walkable. And they did a terrible job. They were cheaper, and then they did a really bad job. And they got black marks on my brand new floor mats and my brand new steering wheel cover, my colorful pastel daisy steering wheel cover. I was like, this fucking place. Oh, and they also did a really bad job. And then the mechanic the next mechanic, the one who I have now, he had to fix it. And he said, oh, you should take it to them and ask them to fix it at no cost. And I was like, yeah, but they did such a shitty job. I don't want to let them anywhere near my car ever again. So he's like, okay. So anyways, getting some coils replaced and some filters, new windshield wipers. Anyway, I was saying about, I could not believe that, so somebody on TikTok had shared a video with her thoughts about why a lot of people who voted for Trump, why they're mad now that their lefty friends and family decided to cut them off. And she had a lot of good reasons and stuff, and she was talking about how, they don't cut out their people, like, for example, like for grape or for all those other crimes or whatever. And I left a comment saying, yeah, they cut you off if you're LGBTQ+. And those motherfucking TikTokers, look what they did. They removed my comment. Well, they cut you off if you're LGBTQ+. Community guidelines? Then I appealed it, and they just determined that it can't be restored. I don't understand these guidelines. I got 215 followers, but you gonna block my comment because I pointed out the fact that there are people on the right side who will cut you off if you're LGBTQ+. How is that? I don't know. I don't understand how that's offensive. Isn't it offensive that that's what they do? That's another thing I noticed. Like, I don't know how TikTok decides who to target, who to strike down, because I have 215 followers, but then I see, like, I have literally screen recorded a video from another user and shared the same exact video but added a few comments, and they struck my video down and gave me a strike. And then I went and I checked that other video, the one I got it from originally, and it's still up. So it's like, wait, how are you determining who is violating community guidelines, and why is it such an unfair distribution of these guidelines? And, I have had a few videos also struck down just because I simply was asking questions. Asking questions about the election or other things. And it's like, so they don't actually want you to communicate with your community. They don't want there to be, free ideas flowing. And I understand that, but at the same time, I can't understand, like, why is that such an offensive thing to say when it's the truth? And there were so many other comments on that lady's video. It's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Well, anyway, I got work to do now, and gonna get to that. Like I said before, many times you can follow me on my YouTube channel, which is Cat Love Dreaming Peach. I also have Cat Love Dreaming Peach Patreon account, and catlovedreamingpeach.com is my website where you can get to my YouTube channels, my Patreon, etc. And also I have some art that I make.
catlovedreamingpeach.com.